Soul Calibur 2 eventually. Oh yeah, it's got a special screen mode for if you've got special video cables. That's pretty fancy, isn't it? So anyway, yeah, here we go. Soul Calibur 2. I don't really know much about this game. I'm not even good at it, to be honest, but I thought it had good looking aesthetics, so I thought we'd give it a try. Not big on sound during the intro sequence, are they? We get a fancy cutscene. Namco in the clouds. Day after day, seems like I push against the clouds. They should make that song a Nightmare's victory theme. I don't think they even have unique victory themes in this. So there's Zeus, and you got Final Fantasy X guy, and you got Avatar: The Last Airbender. You got Red Lady, you got Ryo Hazuki, you got Link from Zelda. The way how he stood in the forest and triumphantly lifted the sword in the air reminded me of the cutscene from World of Light in Smash Bros. Maybe that was the inspiration. So we've only got a couple of the characters since this is the first time playing the game. I don't know which ones are good or really how to, use any of them. We'll start with Voldo though. I like Voldo, he's all wacky, doing his crab walk and his strange non-human motions, and look at him go, Hee. All out, she says. So yeah, pretty standard stuff as far as fighting games go. You see how we tried to do the smooth criminal lean, because I don't know how the game controls, so I just ran up in a full sprint and then just stopped immediately and did the smooth criminal lean. So yeah, you noticed earlier that they got Link in here as an exclusive character, as that's one of the things that Soul Calibur is famous for, is each version gets its own exclusive character. So the GameCube version had Link, and then I think the original Xbox version had somebody from Spawn, and I don't even know what they did for the PS2 version. All you non-Nintendo Melvins didn't get to play as Link like we did. All listening. Somebody behind me? I guess not. False alarm. I thought someone was sneaking about the premises. Did you see they had a move called Power Slave, like the PS1 game, that Doom clone that was set in ancient Egypt? Yeah, that's a thing that people remember. I believe it was also on the Saturn. Not that it matters. But anyway, yeah, each version had an exclusive character. And they did that in future ones too, with the Soul Calibur 4, they had a Star Wars theme, so the PS3 version had Darth Vader and the Xbox version had Yoda. And I don't know what they've done with the most recent ones. If I had to guess, maybe the PS4 version has Master Higgins from Adventure Island, and the Xbox One version has Kevin James, and then the Switch version has Crayon Shin-chan. I'm just messing with you, there is no Switch version. Okay, so here's Nightmare. He doesn't have his scary outfit on, he's just in his normal dude mode, as it were. I should put Nightmare in Smash Bros. Soul Calibur has lots of good choices. There you go, that's the first ring out in this playthrough. Look at him go. Cast down into the nether regions, never to return. But there he is, I guess I was wrong. Yeah, this guy, he really seems susceptible to the ring outs, doesn't he? Well, maybe not this time. It looked like I was gonna get him, but then not so much. Did you see that? I had a perfect fuck. Perfect victory. Now, next up, we've got this sexy George Washington cosplayer. I don't know why they chose that outfit as the alternative for Ivy. I mean, I don't know the lore of the series. If they would have put Ivy in Smash Bros as the Soul Calibur rep, they'd probably have to make a few changes to her normal outfit, because it's not appropriate for all the young, impressionable Smash people out there. Yes, indeed. So, did you guys see that thing? It was the Irate Gamer AVGN collab that came out maybe a week or two ago? They really hyped it up to be a lot more than it was. They made it seem like it was gonna be this internet history and something we'd tell our grandchildren about, and then it's actually really just your standard Irate Gamer video, and there's just like a 2-minute cameo by AVGN about 13 minutes in, and you know, you could really just skip to the AVGN cameo, because you know how YouTube has the thing where if you hover over on the video loading bar, it'll show you a preview image of what's in the video. So you could just use that to find the part where AVGN appears, and then just skip to that and you could really get the gist. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. I actually tried to suffer through the video because I thought it would be decent, but it wasn't. It was just your typical Chris Boars content with something just slightly different. I switch hands on the microphone. I don't know if that's gonna come through or not. Voldo's really kicking butt, isn't he? I don't think I've lost a match yet. Although, truthfully, I haven't really been paying attention. How would you react if they made the Fine Bros a character in Soul Calibur? It would be like a double-style character like the Ice Climbers. Remember that big Fine Bros scandal they had in early 2016, and they had gone too far with their copyright greed, and so everyone unsubbed, and oh dear. Anyway, everybody unsubbed, and then they had the live stream showing their sub count, and it just kept going and going and going. It was nuts, I tell you. Just straight out nuts. And they had music going over the live stream, so they'd play like a Darude Sandstorm, and it's the final countdown, and people struck back at those greedy YouTube executives. The one Fine Bro always looked kinda odd, how his eyes were a bit too far apart, and what do you think that's about? You think he's like inbred or something? Speaking of Fine Bros, I was just thinking about that Norm Macdonald thing where for some reason Norm Macdonald was invited to some kind of YouTube show, and he was so completely out of place with all these hipsters, and at one point Norm tried to read off the guest list, and he just had no idea who any of these people were. He said, "You got Raffi Fine?" And he just looks at the camera with a puzzled expression. That whole thing was hilarious. What else did he do during that? Oh yeah, he had the thing about Hitler, and yeah, I've talked about that before in the Kid Dracula playthrough, so no need to retread over old ground. But anyway, yeah, funny stuff. Abusing the ring out system really seems to be the key to winning at this. Let's see if I can pull off a twofer. So what's Voldo supposed to be anyway? Is he like a mummy or a skeleton? I almost said mummy and skeleton at the same time and said scummy, but that's not a noun. It is. I was gonna say it's not a word, but scummy is in fact a word, just not the type of word that we need. Did you see how that guy had the exposed beating heart? It's like that episode of SpongeBob with "We're like brothers, only closer," and then he pulls up his shirt and they've got the combined heart. And I don't think they do that in present day SpongeBob. That's too intense. Whoa, so intense. Double rainbow all the way across the sky. Wow, look at that rainbow. Oh, 2010 memes. Don't you feel sorry for the people out there who spend all their days looking at memes and just living in this mediocre world of unfunny things? And I guess I kind of do that, don't I? But I still have some hobbies. I make these Let's Plays like you're watching right now, and I go to the gym occasionally. At least I used to. Haven't been able to do that very often as of late. Now, by the way, with 30 seconds to go, I just want to acknowledge that, yes, I know the audio's out of sync. That my new Wii upscaling cable seems to throw everything off in terms of timings, so that's something we gotta deal with. Because, I have an idea on how to fix it, but that would cause other problems, so we're not gonna do that. Well, stay tuned for more Soul Calibur tomorrow, hopefully.